So for anyone who hasn't seen Tametsi, this is Advanced Minesweeper. And let's see, so this level is pretty straightforward. We've got hexes instead of squares. The numbers in the top right tell us how many mines are in those colors. Otherwise, it's Minesweeper, and we're going to try to go fairly quickly to attempt to perfect this. Because these are levels that we have done in the past, but we accidentally clicked a mine at some point during those playthroughs, and we've gotten a lot better at the game since, so we can do a lot of this much faster than we could before. One. Both of those are safe. Nothing left in purple, so all of these are safe. One. These two are safe. No, one of these is. These two are safe. Now we have to do something slightly fancier, maybe? I have to think now. Okay, we know one of these two is, so this one's safe. That means that's a mine. We know one of these two is, so this is safe. We know only one of these two can't be, so this one has to be. Got 2 left on green, 4, and 6 on gray. Oh, same thing there, one of those two has to be. Only one of those two can be, so that one has to be. Nothing left on pink. Okay. When we first did this level, it probably took about 8 times as long, would be my guess. Yeah, maybe 5 times, maybe 5 times. I believe you can do that, Cadus, yeah. Also, a thing I did not explain before we started that level is that it is on countdown mode, so everything's showing us how many mines are left, not how many mines are total. This is optional, but it is way better, and I love it. And I'm gonna have trouble ever playing any other Minesweeper game that does not have that feature. That is the best and most important feature. Alright, so these column and row numbers indicate how many mines are in those columns or rows. We've got squares, diagonals count. Let's see, okay, we got this 3 and this 1 overlap, so those two have to be, and only one of those is, this is safe. That gives us that column as well. We know one of those is, we know one of these is, and no more than one of these is, so this has to be. So one of these is, one of these is, right? So these two are safe. And question marks mean that they're just not giving us that information. They can be any number, including 0. Now, if you look at these two 2's overlapping here, we know this one has to be safe because these 4, there's already 2 mines within those 4, so it can't be over here. This is a much harder level than the one we just did, by the way, so this one will probably be a bit slower. Two of those three. Let's see. No, one of these two and one of these two, so this is safe. Let's see, we've got three here. Does that tell us anything? Not quite. Not quite. Likewise with this too, that doesn't quite tell us anything. Alright, where are we missing good info? Let's see, one or two of these are, which means zero, one of those are, which means one or two of those are. That doesn't do anything for us. Is a crack in the wall? If you're referring to the gaps, yeah, there's a lot of levels that have odd shapes, so this one is not fully solid. You're welcome to speak freely, Cadus. You can talk freely. I appreciate you checking first. Hey, iBot. Welcome. Mostly, there were 3 levels left we hadn't perfected, and if we perfect all those levels, we have a bonus level. And a lot of times I would be adverse to that, but the levels are fun enough to go back through. And most of them we were able to do really quickly when we go back through them too, and that was pretty satisfying. We're already hitting a stuck point on this one, though. Pretty good odds to randomly click a purple. We're not doing that, though. One or two. 0 or 1. 1 or 2. Actually, okay, we know that one of the purples has to be here. We can't solidify any of the other purples, though. No. Oh, good call, iBot. Yeah, because we were saying 0, 1, 1 or 2, 0 or 1, so that has to be exactly 1, so those have to both be mines. Get a little 2-1 situation right there. Let's see. These don't quite lock in another one in the purple. Okay, not yet. Close. Let's see, got at least one here, at least one here. 3, 4. So that means this is safe. I think that means these two have to be mines as well. So those have to be mines. You get used to it, Ziggy, and once you do, oh man, is it better. Oh man, is it better. It is the best, in fact. Okay, this clears up all of this purple now, right? Let's see. So we know one of these three has to be, and we know one of those two has to be. Okay, we know one of these pinks has to be. How about light blue? We got a beat on light blue. We don't have as much on that, huh? Let's see, how do we close it out? 3 total mines is maybe viable? Yeah. So we know that there's 3 total mines left, and there has to be mines there. Alright. Pretty smooth. Even without playing this for a while, we can still roll through it pretty quick. Once we got the one thing corrected with the 0, 1, 1, or 2 that Ibot and Cadus mentioned. Oh, wires. Wires was actually hard, though, wasn't it? We will see, I suppose. Okay, let's assume I'm gonna need to mark some stuff. One, 2. Oh, there's good. Okay, so no, those 2 aren't. So we have 2 of those are, so those both are. One of those 4 is, one of those 2 is, one of those is. That gives us 1 or 2, 0 or 1. One or 2. I think that means these 2 over here have to both be mines. Let me do that a little slower here. I don't want to change colors on my markers here. So get 2 of those, which means 1 of those, which means 1 of these. Which means 1 of these. Which means 1 of these. Okay, so that's all right. So 0 or 1 of these, which means 1 or 2 of these, which means 0 or 1 of these. Means, 2 or 3 of these is also off of that, right? So 2 of those. Which means these 2 are both safe. Yeah. And now we know 1 of these, so these 2 are both safe. Oh, we can make this one safe too, right? We know 1 of those 3, which means 1 of those 2, which means that's safe. Doesn't tell us anything we didn't know there, though. Okay. Those, 1 of those, then we've got a question mark, and everything's said. Yeah, these are basically separate puzzles, yep. Two that have to be the sitters, interesting. Definitely remember wires being a fairly hard one when we were going through the first time. Oh, yeah, this is cleaned up more though. Yeah, this wire we can finish up, probably. Oh, they're just, it doesn't actually fill it in, does it? It just gives us a line of ones. Wait, that can't be right though, right? Hey, Aridilamo! Thank you for 7 metric years. Alright, I'm just gonna clear this. Oh, that's what I was missing. There's the gap. Okay. Yeah, that made it more clear. I was like, the math of the 4 and 7 doesn't work otherwise. There's something I was missing. Okay. And then both of these have to be. And then one of these, so that makes this one safe. One of these, so that makes that one not safe. Alright, one wire cleaned up. Okay, so we know 1 or 2, 0 or 1, 3 or 4 of all of those, 0 or 1 of those. So that's 2 or 3. That's 0 or 1. And that's 2 or 3. So that's exactly 2. So that means these 2 are safe. Let's see, so this is exactly 1. This is exactly 2. This is exactly 1. That's exactly 3. That's exactly 1. That's exactly 1. So that's exactly 1. Can do anything with this janky little one over here? Otherwise, we're at least close to doing something with this. Yeah, okay. So, at least one of those 3 has to be, and at least one of those 3 has to be. So that means exactly one of each of those 3 have to be. That means this is a mine. Those 3 are all mines. And these 2 over here are safe. Because we're looking at this 1 and the 3 here, so there has to be a mine here. And then even if there's a mine here, there still has to be at least 1 here, right? So at least one of those 3 has to be. Then we look at the 4 over here. Even if all 3 of these are mines, at least one of those have to be. Now that means this 2 over here is already satisfied. So those 2 are safe. And that means this has to be the case. And this has to be the case. And another wire cleaned up. One. We've got 1. So you're saying all 3 of those sitters are free? That's kind of interesting. I would never count that high normally, though, and it's not required, but 1, 0, or 1, right? Yeah, so this is 1 or 2, which means it's exactly 1. Which means these 2 are safe. Exactly 1, exactly 1. And those 2 are safe. And yeah, we can go and get that one safe in more ways than one now. Alright, we got 2 there, we got 1 there. Can we hop this? 1, 1, 1, 1. Let's hop this. So this is 0, 1. This is 1 or 2. That's 0 or 1. So this is 3 or 4. That's 0 or 1. And that is 2 or 3. And I mean, I guess the goal is to solve these fast. We will trust that from K's. 1, 1, 1, 1. Then we've got 1 here, and we've got 1 here. So all of those are safe. Zip that right up. Now the stupid question mark one over here. Oh, we should be using, keep my colors at least somewhat consistent. So this is 0, 1. This is 1 or 2. This is 0 or 1. So this is 2 or 3. Meant to make that this color, but it's okay. There you go. That's 2 or 3. That's 0 or 1. That's 2 or 3. Perfect. Two, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, and then one of those are, so these two both are. One of those is, this is safe. The 4 over here means that those 3 have to be, because there's only 1 here. I think we've got this on the 3 up here too, right? We got 1 here, 1 here. And 1 here, yes. Making sure I didn't miss since we're near the end. Alright. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. Question mark, question mark, question mark. The problem here, though, is that I really have to go to the bathroom, and it is time for the stream to end, especially since we started early. But this one might take a while anyway, I'm guessing it does. Oh. Thank you for playing Tametsi. Level, congratulations. Okay. We have completed the hardest puzzle. Mission accomplished. We can't even fail it. I would have failed it if it was possible. There are feelings. I probably won't go back and perfect these. Probably.